Hey guys, for this video we're going to change out the distributor and spark plug wires on my Mustang. It actually has like a mid-70s 302 in it, but the distributor that's currently in it is Points. My 73 Corvette, my 66 Caprice, both have HEI distributors. They have the entire time that I've had them basically, so I don't know anything about Points. I don't know anything about adjusting the dwell, and I don't want to learn. So it wasn't expensive to pick up one of these HEIs. You can see it has the vacuum pod on it, and you have the wire connection there. It's all ready to go. You have two terminals that are labeled bat and tack, so you just need to put 12 volts to the bat. I'm not going to worry about the tack for now. So we're going to be putting that in. And then I have these, I believe they're 8mm wires that I picked up to go with the HEI. The wires are by Anaxingo something. I can't pronounce the name. So you can see you got the 90s on the distributor side, and we got these almost straight but a little dog leg to them for the spark plug side. The car does have headers, but plenty of clearance, so we don't got to worry about that for this vehicle. Let's go outside, put it on, see what we think. Got the HEI in the 67 Mustang with the new wires. First, real quick, we'll mention the wires. See, you got the 90s up here on the cap. Now, one thing is you got to push them down real good until you hear that click, because I feel like some of them I thought I had all the way down, but they're real loose and kind of the compression of the rubber kind of pushed them up. I've had similar wires by other brands with an HEI cap, and I actually trimmed about 1/4 of an inch of the rubber off the bottom of the boot so they would sit better. I might end up doing that with these, but right now they all feel clicked in and good to go. Now here, the straights or slightly bent boots work pretty good on these Ford headers. I didn't trim any of the wires. This is the length they all came, and if you wanted to be picky and dress things up, you could trim them a little bit, but there wasn't anything outrageously long. It also came with two shorter wires that I'm assuming were coil wires, but with the HEI style wires, I don't know why you need the coil. Anyway, as far as installing the distributor, this is a very tight fit. You see my heater hose fitting? It is actually hitting the cap, and it's a super pain. See, I don't even have it on all the way. It's a super pain getting the cap on and off because it's literally up against it. You got to kind of fight it. As far as installing for the wiring, all you're doing is taking the red wire off your coil, which for me was right over here, and sticking it to the bat terminal on here. This other plug obviously was already on there, and the other wire I have going there is to my electric choke. You'll see people that tell you not to wire it up this way, but this is my third car with an HEI distributor. The first one I ever had was 2002, and I've always wired it this way, and I've never had a problem. So people can say you're not supposed to do it, but it's worked just fine for me. And you can see the bracket holding on the distributor. One thing, when you change out the Points to the HEI, you're going to have to remove the cap on your old distributor, see where the rotor is pointing, and you're going to want to make sure the HEI is in the exact same spot when you put it in. And keep in mind, when it meshes with the gears down there, the rotor will rotate a little bit. So if you want it right here, you actually have to put it in right here, and then as it goes down, it's going to swing back into place. You got to get it pretty close, but then you can adjust your timing a little bit, rotating the HEI back and forth. One thing is, initially, you're probably not going to be sitting flat right here. There might be a little bit of a gap. That last little bit is getting into the oil pump. So don't force it, but also make sure it gets all the way down, because otherwise you don't have oil pressure, and then no reason to have the HEI distributor because you don't have an engine anymore. Now, it's a hex shaft that the socket end is on the distributor, and the rod end is going through to the oil pump. So you just need to line it up a little bit. You can rotate the engine a little on your bolt, the harmonic balancer, the pulley down there, or go in the car and just click the key really quick. Just click, 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 click. And if you have it most of the way down already, your gears are already going to be meshed, so everything will rotate together. I guess we need to prove that it starts, though. So there you go, there's changing out the wires and an HEI distributor. Thanks for watching.